Supercharged E36 S54 straight 6 E36.
For the crank alone, 5,700 quid.
Ah, way more than most people's drift cars. Is he a moron for spending a house? Is he a hero? Stuart! It's been a week and a bit since we've last done any sort of update.
Yeah, we had quite a disastrous week last week with all experienced cars and taxi cars we broke.
Yeah, basically all our stuff broke.
It wrote us off.
We actually had to do some work, which was unfortunate, but occasionally work needs to get done.
Yeah.
So this thing's not really had much. You've done a little bit more work on the arches.
Yeah. Finished the bumper repairs, a couple of bits broke off. Started all the wee dings in the doors, they're all done. A couple of wee rusty bits considering these are what, 20-year-old E34 doors.
Odd, yeah.
They're pretty good, but they needed a wee bit of work.
So yeah, we haven't really done much on that, so I thought instead we could talk about your supercharged E36 S54 powered straight 6 E36. Is that enough letters and numbers for everybody at home?
Well, quite well.
Do you want to take us a little walk around it?
Do I have to?
You've got to tell us all about it, Stuart. The people want to know. It's been one of our most asked questions, to be fair.
Bone of contention. It started off as wanted upgrade from the 328 and obvious choice, well not obvious choice, but I actually heard Willie Rosie's car. The noise off that wee car is incredible and I loved it. It was the closest sounding I could find to kind of 6R4, Metro 6R4.
Okay.
And I went with that, but as per me, nah, let's charge it.
So you had this car out, it was all pink last year.
All pink, did well at Driftcup until my clutch went. But
what sort of spec was it running on that day?
We made 662 at the wheels, with I think it was at 16 PSI, 662 at the wheels I made. Did everything I wanted to do, it was great. Knew we had a wee slight issue with the clutch, but at that point I had the chance to go to BDC and I was like, yes, I finally got my chance to go.
Yeah. And
decided not to go because I didn't trust the clutch. Got the clutch redone and this next outing we spun a shell in big style.
Yeah.
And I had already done all the preventive maintenance, new oil pump, new oil coolers, just your Donald Duck.
Yeah, just bad luck and to be fair, the S54s are fairly notorious for spinning a wee shell or two.
Yeah, that's why when I built it first I decided I'll need to do this. All the shells, all the bottom end, checked all the chain guides. As bulletproof as I thought I could make it at that point, and I'm going, do you know, it'll be fine. There's road cars running 600 plus brake, no problem with them, and they're doing daily mileage. So for the little I'll use it for drifting. Yeah. That should be more than enough. As in usual me, I overspec it with the best of bearings, new oil, uprated oil pump, all the bits and pieces. End of the day, it's just your luck. Yeah, and so yeah, that was a big kick in the balls. Yeah. And rather than what most people would do at that point is either bail, have a big huff, and then just claw whatever money they could get back out of their setup, or they just throw in what they need to in order to get it running again, or they go full stew. Yeah, they went full stew. To be honest, we checked the crank, and the crank was on its limit of repolish, so I went, right, I'm keeping the charger on it, I'm not risking it with a repolished crank. We decided to get it checked and it was just out with the tolerance we go. Ouch. Yeah. So where did you get a crank from? BMW. Oh, yes. How much? £1,876 plus VAT. Yeah. It wasn't pleasant, and at that point there was a slight dent in one of the rods as well. Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was where that happened. It was the shell spin, I just caught it, but I was pissed off and I went, let's just rebuild this from the ground up, and I'd never do anything but halves. And you've almost finished it? Just about there. I've got some wiring still to do, but I'm a Sparky and I'm anal about the wiring, and I want to build up to FIA specs so I can go and do time attack and have all the limits. Right, okay. So it's same as the engine. The engine is... Yeah, there's no point in going bananas under the bonnet and then scrimping everywhere else. No, so you've went bananas everywhere? Yeah, everywhere. Right, take us for a walk around it. Let's do it. We'll start with the main bit. So this is it? Yeah. This is the culmination of me not buying a house, and basically this is my house. This is the house. So talk us through what we're rocking here. Right. the only thing that's original left in this is the actual head, the block, and the throttle bodies. Everything else pretty much has been literally renewed to within an inch of its life.
Okay.
Bottom end, we have Carrillo, CP Carrillo pistons, went from 11.1 down to 9.2 compression ratio.
That means nothing to me, so it probably means nothing to a lot of
It means it can run
viewers.
big boost.
Right,
yeah,
boost.
It makes it's
Boost, straight outlaw stuff.
Yeah, boost.
Right, okay.
So we're going from 16 psi and we're ramping up to 38.
Okay, I like those. I don't know what they mean, but I like them. That's good.
End result is we have rebuilt everything. Stage 4 vac motorsport head. Where'd they go? It's Arrow, Conrod. Basically, back to the whole crankshaft issue. We had an issue where we'd spun a shell, damaged the crankshaft, bought a new BMW crank, and it turns out, for what I wanted to do with it, wasn't quite right. So the crank went to Arrow, they did their work with it, and I had to pay an extreme amount of money to have it electro hardened again.
So wait. So you did your crank.
Yep.
You went and bought a brand spanking new one.
Brand new.
Which they then machined to within an inch of its life.
Yep. Knife edge crank, all the goodies.
Which they would have had, which they could have done on your original crank.
No, they couldn't have done because the tolerance on the Conrod bearings was where the issue was.
So what sort of ballpark figure are we on for just that one piece of shiny metal that nobody's ever going to see? Well, until it comes shooting back out the engine again, obviously.
For the crank alone, 5,700 quid.
That's way more than most people's drift cars. Way more. Stuart!
I know.
That is obscene.
But that also kind of sets the precedence.
Yeah, that's just
for,
basically, that's just where we went from there, eh?
So, everyone knows Arrow's the best. Basically, I spoke to the company, Cosworth, who's going to hopefully do the mapping on it for me.
Yeah.
And the guy, it wasn't until I spoke to Dan, he pretty much told me it was a cross between a WRC engine and a WRX engine.
Okay, so best of everything, designed to last for 25 minutes.
Don't start.
I mean, the best, meant to last for 3 days.
Yeah, well, I've been told that I need to do a full bottom end refresh every 100 hours of use.
Every 100 hours?
100 hours of use.
And does that include just starting it up?
No, it's 100 hours of use.
Actual driving?
Of actual hard use.
Right, so you can, it's not like we're going to have to push it around the workshop whenever you want to move it. It'd be like the total jakey folk in the queues and the...
I'm not wasting my VPAP.
I'm pushing my car, Alright, so you've built a bananas S54.
Yeah, and we're keeping it with the standard charger for a few months till we run the engine in, get all the bits and pieces in. This charger comes off and a monster one goes on.
A bigger one than that?
Yeah.
That one's so big it doesn't fit under your bonnet?
Yeah, just.
And you need a bigger one?
The bigger one, yeah.
I'm not against that. Bigger's always better.
Even with a small pulley on this tops out at 800, and that's us.
800 brake?
Yeah. So.
Which is a fairly substantial number to be topping out at.
It is, but I want 12.
You're after 12. So
yeah.
Actually after Street Outlaws. If we put big sticky tyres on the back of this, will it do a stand and start wheelie?
I doubt I'll probably snap sign. It's not.
Oh, it's not that. No. That's not that good.
I don't want to try it.
Everybody wants to do it.
It's not a drag car.
But everybody wants to do a stand and start wheelie.
It's not a drag car. I want to get. I know it's going to be too much for Driftland and most tracks, but
mate, it's already too much without the charger. But yeah, it's going to be mega.
Yeah, I want to do some time attack with it.
So what else have you done to complement the rest of that?
So we have pretty much made everything I possibly can in this engine the best spec and the most bulletproof I can.
Yeah.
Changed all the best oil coolers. Setrab, thank you very much for the deals on the coolers.
Okay, Setrab everywhere.
Everything's done with Goodreach fittings and hose, and as you know, we build a lot of cars with, well, braided line, and I've never used braided line this good. It literally, you cut it, it falls together.
All right, okay.
The difference in money is evident, let's say.
Yeah, but I bet it's substantial at the same time.
Yeah, about $2.5 grand in fittings. It's painful, but it's worth it.
What about suspension wise? What we running down there?
We've went with the brand new Yellow Speed Pro Drift V2s.
Okay.
So it gives us 3-way adjustment on them as well.
3 ways.
Wisefab front and rear, of course.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Because it's the most expensive one. And the best, obviously. And the best. Yeah. Well, in most people's opinion.
Well, after driving
it definitely gets everybody who uses it to win. So maybe that will rub off on you.
Maybe.
I doubt it, because you'll still be driving it.
I've won something this year already, it's fine.
That's true.
So, After my pet hate of pedal boxes, I decided just to stick with standard cylinder.
Yeah.
Which I'm now possibly regretting.
Why is that?
I can't get the pedal position far enough back.
Okay.
I've got a funny feeling I want to go for my 50-50 weight distribution.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get it.
Right.
And I wanted to move the seat and the steering wheel and the pedals back, but...
And you?
And me.
You want to move your mass back?
107 kilos, buddy.
That's the mass that you're trying to move around here.
We've
Don't
moved
pretend it's the seat.
No, me as well. But everything I've possibly can do to make this car light, I'm hoping for 1,050 kilos.
That's light.
I'm hoping. Well, when we weighed the shell when it was bare, we got it to 464 kilos. I think the shell was empty.
Is that wet?
No, that's just the shell with nothing attached.
Is that
what
you're aiming for? Wet?
Wet, yeah.
Yeah. With you in it?
With me in it.
Oofed.
Yeah, with me in it.
1050 with you in it?
With me in it.
So that means it needs to be like 600 kilos. It means
Right.
it needs to be under 1,000.
Yeah.
Because you're not 50 kilos,
No,
mate.
107, so I'm
You're
fine.
fucking, he goes 50 kilos.
Really?
The folder of receipts 50 kilos.
Oh, that's easy.
That's a better one.
Watch the official one or the unofficial folder.
The one that Lou's not seen. Right, so what else have we got in here?
Right, plastic for performance, ultralight curved windows.
Yeah.
Save any wee additional bars.
Cool.
I followed your Yanks train of thought with the choppy doors.
Choppy doors.
Because
yours
sweeps...
haven't went as floppy as mine's.
No, because I've kept the rigidity. I had no choice because I want to run Driftcup this year and sweeps won't let fiberglass doors in.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, but you've got to build a car to BDC regs as the ultimate, but
you're
you're
not
allowed
allowed
fiberglass.
That's
who knows?
odd.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay.
But so I've tried to comply, even though I couldn't get a ticket.
It's a popular sport, drifting, mate. You've got to be fast.
So we have ripped every single bit of wiring at this car as well.
Yeah.
EM 02 Lambda sensors, Dash Pro 2, which will work sweet with the Pectoral SQ6M ECU. IRP goodness, of course.
Yeah.
These I've used a couple of customers' cars and they just feel so nice. Everything about them, just the action is lovely, so I couldn't resist but to do that.
Yeah, they're a nice shifter. It's a nice shifter for sure.
Yeah, even the hydro.
And the lockout on the shifter as well. So
Yeah,
you don't get out into the reverse.
Bang! Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah. Hopefully I won't need any more than 4 gears.
So is there plans for a passenger seat in this, or is this a Lou-free car?
No. Passenger seat will go in, but I've still got that much wiring to bring through. I need somewhere to actually get in to do it.
Yeah.
And the NACA ducts are there as backup for the rear for me because I think I'll have enough airflow here. But if I don't, I want to start cutting windows and have to modify the back panel. Am
I right in thinking that these things are horrifically expensive? I seem to remember.
I think from memory, I think these are 50 quid each, and then the caps are like 25.
Oh, well, that's not actually as bad as I thought. I thought
the pipe's actually dear a bit. The silicon pipe was like 200 quid.
And then what have we got around the back here? We've got the big Turkish kebab shop back scoop here, just so he cuts his onions up just over here. And the kebab meat goes
fires
around.
It through.
Kebab meat goes round here, comes out, boom, kebab, and oh, that's not a kebab. That's a really expensive looking fuel system. Yeah. What's that?
That's radium, mate. That's radium.
People might be thinking like, aye, right, Jeek. I have never actually had a proper look at this car because I find it way more fun just to slag Stuart off about how unreliable it's going to be.
Yeah.
And it's better to not know the facts. So I've never actually seen this thing, and that looks super fancy.
This basically is. I kept decided rather than putting a fuel cell on the back, I was running out of space, so I decided to keep the original tank, which meets pretty much all regs.
Yeah.
And it keeps a low centre of gravity.
Okay.
But this thing was a mofo for fuel starvation.
Yep.
Basically,
no them feels.
Oh yeah. This is a triple in-tank surge pump. So
okay.
Basically, the pumps that are in it are E2s, I think they are, which are equivalent to the Bosch 090s.
Right.
So it pumps about 700 litre each per hour.
Wow.
But this will run at 6.5 bar all the time.
It's got to like empty your tank in about 8 seconds.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. So saying that is 1100cc injectors.
That's a big number. I'm not that familiar with all of this stuff, but that's a lot. So what have you got? What have you got to try and put this 1200 brake down to the track?
Tyres.
Yeah, but what have you got in between the tyres and the engine? Tyres are the least of your worries, mate.
I have a pair of Hudson Motorsport America shafts which are rated to 2,000 horsepower.
Right, okay, and the diff to take that?
The diff just now is a standard M3 Evo diff, which I believe Lawrence of Skelis and another guy have run them on their car. Basically this is a copy of 2 or 3 people's engine with different parts changed.
Well, you mentioned Viscalis there,
yeah,
and I don't think I've ever seen his car without a drive shaft or a diff exploding.
Yeah, the E30, yes, but the E36, the 1000 brake one, has never done a shaft that I'm aware of.
That is a big claim, and I'm going to suggest that that's not correct.
I've never seen him pop a shaft at any competition.
Tell us in the comment if anyone's ever seen
please tell me.
Viscalis 46 pop a shaft or diff, let us know, because I'm pretty sure it has. But
yeah, I've seen him burst his inlet.
So what's the plan? Because that's one an M3 Evo diff is not top spec, and 2, your shafts are going to be way stronger than everything else attached to them, hopefully, and the diff's going to explodinate into a million pieces. So what's next for diff?
Diff is
it a season?
Yeah, no, it's
winners for life.
As whatever, it's down to money. I need to get the gearbox and I need to get the diff, but it's like what comes first, the chicken before the egg. I need to.
Yeah, so it seems like you've pretty much bought everything that you can for. Yeah, there's nothing left other than diff and gearbox. Like literally, once you've bought that, you're at FD levels of kit. Maybe not prep or rules, but
I looked at the rules. I'm not that far off the rules.
You're really far off on a few other key ingredients, though. Like
talent.
Well, I wasn't going to say talent.
Yeah, you were.
I was inferring it, but I wasn't going to say it. I was going to suggest that this would be considered a quite small budget build.
Oh yeah.
Even in Pro 2 these days.
Yeah.
So. So yeah, this is basically, a lot of people asked what would happen if Stu was left to his own devices.
I end up broke.
But you know what, we haven't actually discussed either your Raj body kit or your wrap, which I think the new sponsors would be quite keen for us to discuss, even though we did frame up the door real nice in our earlier bit of chat. So yeah, this is not a normal body kit.
This is, I made it myself. We actually did this in a 2.8. I wanted something different, so we made this trial body kit, and it worked. We got the grip, we got the track width. This
was at iteration 6 or so, was it not? Because you had quite a few wide arch kits before that, and they were all honking. Yeah. Honking was the description I would have used. But this one worked way better, and you've now got the engine to pull off such a bad mental wide body kit, I'd say.
That's what, like 2 years ago when it first came out, the kit deserves that engine, and vice versa. But we've now went a wee bit extreme yet again.
Yeah, you've went mental.
And they're not fiberglass any longer, they're carbon Kevlar.
Yeah.
So, they weigh...
next to nothing.
Nothing.
So carbon Kevlar, body kitted.
Well, we saved 62 kilos in the kit alone.
62 kilos?
62 kilos between the bumpers, the boot lids and all the bits pieces from last year. So
that's like one of your legs.
Yeah, well, my lower portion, leave me alone. You're not slim yourself.
I'm not slim. I'm not, I'm just making the audience aware of how much weight that is, because you always see these stats like, oh, you could fill 7,000 swimming pools with that. Nobody actually knows how big a swimming pool is.
No, that's true. But Gary Cube Wraps, I'd approached him to see how much it'd be to get something done with it so it wasn't all pink. And he came back with, leave it with me and see what he came back with, and he ended up sponsoring me and one of my mates, and pretty much said to him, give him free rein, and he used the entire palette of colour. Yeah, there is every single colour. I did, when I first seen this car, I'll be honest, it's grown on me a bit now. I hate the green. But I hate green anyway. When I first seen this car, I did make a little video which I'm going to drop in here.
Alright, so what colour would you like it, sir? This one of these? Any one of these? Aye, that's the one I want. Which one? All of them.
Oh yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
So yeah, that was basically my first impression of the car, was when the guy asked Stuart what colour he wanted. He was like, yeah, all of them please. And he wasn't sure, so he just used the whole colour palette. So yeah, this is it. So last question. When are we going to get a video, or when am I going to see it? When are you going to drive it, and when are the audience going to get to see this thing ripping up some tyres?
In reality, probably a month.
A month?
Yeah. So
a month, so we're at the start of March.
Yeah.
So you're saying start of April.
I hope to have some secret testing by the end of this month. Whew. Hopefully. But I've got one to do, but I've spent so much time and money that you kind of get to that point where you need to take a step back, and that's past 3 weeks has been my step back.
So now it's time to hit it.
Yeah.
This is going to give you the inspiration.
Saturday, Sunday this
You're
weekend.
basically just giving
non-stop.
yourself a deadline that over 8,000 people maybe might watch, probably more like 1,000.
Yeah.
And thanks everybody for subscribing. If you're new here, thanks. Hello everybody.
Let me know what you think.
So yeah, basically let us know in the comments what you think. Is he a moron for spending a house? Is he a hero? I think it'll be 50-50 down the middle. Most people think you're a hero, to be fair.
Moronic hero.
Kev, what was that?
Moronic hero.
Yeah, he stayed quiet in the background the whole time, he couldn't help himself. So,
Yes.
yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Bye. See you next time.